Shalom, shalom, brethren. Brother Rob coming at you, welcoming you to the Christmas edition of Monday Funday. It is not Christmas, and I'm surprised it's Monday. Guys, I haven't been keeping up with Monday Fundays so much. One of the reasons is because when I'm doing fun things, I like to have my music, and I use my phone to do all my stuff. So I'm going to be stopping throughout some of this and playing my music, but for right now, Sister Gabriella, we're about to find out what these little containers are for. I'm sure you've already researched and guessed it, but I sent you these. I sent you some of these crayons. These are oil pastels, guys. I just came across these. I really like painting and things like that, but to do acrylics, man, you can't just have a small space, and by the time I get everything set up and ready to paint, I'm tired and not ready to paint anymore. But these things make it very simple, very easy. You just pull them out like crayons, like a regular crayons. And if that's what you got, come on in here, join us. We're just having fun. If you like to draw, you can draw whatever it is that you like to do. We're just having fun today. I have a mixed media little art book that I've been drawing in and doing things in, and I like to I like to do a little bit of all of it. So this mixed media paper works really well for not so much for sketching, but it does work for it does work for sketching, but not as good as, say, this drawing paper, in which I've used these crayons on that, and it works okay on this, but it works better on this mixed media. These colors do, but yeah. So we are going to get started. I think I want to do something that I've done several of, and that's these little flamingos. And I'll talk you through it. If you want to do something else, you do something else, that's fine. But I'm going to get this camera set up to where you can see what I'm doing, and we'll get started. Oh, check out my shirt. Looks like Bass Pro Shop. Fishers of men. All right, Matthew 4:19. Of course, we always bring Jesus into everything we do, and we're just going to pray, Lord, join us. Have some fun with us today on the Merry Christmas edition of Monday Funday. Definitely not Christmas. It is Monday, though, again. So, all right, guys. So hopefully you can see that. Maybe you can see what I'm doing here. But I'm going to start out with the lightest color that I'm going to use. And with these flamingos, you want to use like pinks and purples and things like that. So I'm just going to start out with the pink, and I'm just going to draw an S. This is how I've been starting them. I just simply draw an S, and you have the beginning of a pink flamingo. Now, Sister Gabriella, I'm going to show you real quick what this oil does, and you may already know. And by the way, you can use I'm just using vegetable oil straight out of the cabinet, and I get some on the tip of my finger, and then I kind of rub it off on all these fingers, because you don't want it too wet. Oopsie. You don't want it too wet, but you do want it wet enough, and then you can just take these colors and you just blend them. You can blend them in, and I'll show you what. So right here, so what that has done is it has just turned that from just a solid line to where it started blending it. So then I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing some of this, and then I'll pop back in and let y'all see where I'm at and explain a little bit of how I got there. All right, so at this point I've came in, and look, I've just added some marks. So notice how these marks look right now. And then after I come in with just a tidbit of this oil. It just blends everything together, and you can do it without the oil, and I was doing it without the oil before I realized that you could use oil with these. I've only been doing this with these for about a month now, and I've had a lot of fun with them, but it gives me the ability to sit here and have fun and do some artsy stuff without a huge cleanup, and that is perfect for me. So right there is how it looked. It was really blunt, and now look how it's starting to blend. So I'm going to come in with some darker, like maybe magentas and different colors, and just give it some textures all down through here. Kind of come up on its belly with some of this. You can extend it out as you're going. That's another thing I love about these, is you can always come back in and play with them. So yeah, all right, I'll check back in with you guys momentarily. All right, so this is what it's looking like. It's shaping up. He's shaping up a little bit, and you know, he needs an eyeball and some feet and a beak, and so we're just gonna come up in here with this. I like using this more of an orangish yellow. It's not quite as bright as the other yellows, but I just come in with the snout right here like this with a little of that yellow, and I come down here and do the same thing for its little legs. Yeah, it got to be perfect. It's just got to be fun. It's just got to be fun, guys. All right, and then I'll come back in with a black at the tip of the beak. Just point it off, a little triangle there. All this is going to blend, so if it's blotchy looking, that's fine. We'll blend it with our oils, and he needs an eyeball. So, all right, we'll give him an eyeball. He needs to see, don't he? All right, just got to blend these yellows. Remember to keep yourself a paper towel around, because you do not want your blacks and yellows to blend. Gotta kind of be careful about that. But there's his beak. Now we're gonna come down here and blend his feet in. And considering that this is the Christmas edition of Monday Funday, we're just going to do this right here on top of his little head. We're going to make this look like a little cloud here. But now, I'll put that on there, and I'm going to come in with some white. A lot of folks say, what do you use white for? But the white actually does help with these oil pastels. I'm not going to really do much blending on this. I'm just going to kind of give it a little tap, 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 tap. And that's going to give it just a little texture. And then we come in with the red. And let's just give it a little ho, ho, ho Christmas hat. Just to make it fun. All right. And put a little ball on the end of it. Give it a little tap tap to fill in them spaces, and just to make it flow. All right, now he's got a little Christmas hat. So there's my Monday Funday pink flamingo. I'm probably gonna come in here, maybe add a Christmas tree or something or other, and play with it a little more. But yeah, that's a Monday Funday Christmas edition. You know, you can do anything that you want in here. You can add a Christmas tree. You can just do about anything you want to. I had one here that I cannot find now. Oh, this is something I did with these. And, you know, like I say, you could do about anything. I cannot find the one that I was wanting to show you, but maybe I'll show you on another time. But guys, it's been fun. It's been Monday Funday, Christmas edition. Gabriella, kiddos, I hope y'all have fun with that. Remember, it's just all about having fun. God bless you guys. Shalom, shalom.